Hello and welcome to Beer Babies, the podcasting journey where we try to find the best beer that money can buy. I'm your host today, and I'm joined by Billy.
Oh, hey guys, I'm Billy. I like a lot of beer.
And I'm also joining them, even though I'm over here on a whole nother camera. I feel like I'm in another world. But, you know...
You're so far away.
I know. It's not always a bad thing to have a little bit of distance. And today we are trying a heap of different beers. And Declan, you've brought something fun along today. Do you wanna let everybody in on the secret? What's going on?
So I've got a little bit of a guessing game with my beer. I got a few things, pictures, a fruit, see if you guys can guess what's going on.
Okay.
Did you bring cider?
So what is this, Billy?
This is a Granny Smith apple.
It's actually a golden delicious.
Is it? It's green as hell. Oh.
Yeah.
A little bit of delicious.
It's golden, Billy. It's basically solid gold.
Have you tried to rip one of these bad boys with your palms before?
No.
What is this?
Oh, we're still going.
Yeah.
This is a...
Can you show it to the camera, please?
Well, I need to know what it is before I say it. It's a DVD of the movie Hop.
The hit movie, Hop.
Hit movie Hop.
Yep.
It's a hit hop.
Hit Hop.
Hit
Apple
hop. That's
hit.
it. That seems.
No, oh, hit's not part of it.
Before you show Billy,
Hop.
can you show the camera so people get a nice big.
And then this is the next picture.
Give me that.
The people at home need to see it.
Sorry, I'm being mean. That's just a mountainside, but it looks like boobaloobaloobies.
Well, it's more of
Is
a...
it meant to be like
what-
boobs?
What's smaller than a mountain?
A
Hill?
hill?
Yeah.
Hop hill. Apple hop hill.
And
Granny Hop Hill.
Golden, delicious.
the granny doesn't have anything to do with it.
Okay.
This is a
Beer coming through the clouds. This is a very specific.
Did you
photo.
Photoshop this one?
I just found it. I just typed in a certain word and that's what came up.
Foggy beer.
What's another word for fog?
Hazy?
Yeah.
Hazy.
Yep.
Hazy hop hill. Hip hazy hop
So
apple.
I think it's
apple hazy hip hop.
So it's a golden hill, hoppy
Hazy.
hazy.
Hazy hop?
The apple has something to do with it.
Is it apple or the type of apple?
Just the apple.
Okay, so it's
So it's apple.
Apple Hill.
Hill apple.
Yeah,
Apple hill.
sort of.
Apple
Hazy hop.
Hills.
Hoppy. Hopped over
Yeah,
to the. Is this in an
Hit
order?
hop.
Is this in order?
Yeah, so the hill.
All right. So apple hill.
Hill.
No, hop from Apple Hill makes a hazy cider. Beer, even.
Close. Do you want me to get
What
it
are you
out?
talking about? Yes, this was a very fun game, but I think we're ready.
Hill-
Hill cider.
Yep, Hill cider. So,
That's a cider.
No, it's
Declan.
hops plus apple.
Yeah, but it's a cider, Declan. You bought a cider.
Surely it's a beer.
Oh, in all my years of beer
of all
podcasting,
your years.
I've never seen such
But it's got
disrespect.
hops in it.
Yeah, you can have hops in a cider.
What are the other ingredients? If it's got other, what else is in a beer?
It's literally a cider.
It was really close to the beer section, that's why I grabbed it. I thought it was a beer.
Well, wait, what bottle
my
put
God.
their cider right next to the beer? We need to name and shame them.
Please don't name and shame them. But I feel like there needs to be more transparency, particularly when it comes to what if you're buying a cider. But you know what? There's a couple giveaways. Cider is in the title.
Yeah, but I thought it was like a beer cider hybrid.
I like how strong it is, Declan. It's 8%, but yeah, this is.
Are you sure? Are you sure it's not just a cider beer? Like,
Did you go on their website?
I had a look. It says hops and cider.
This is
so welcome to our hop cider
honestly,
special.
I have no idea what to do with this. I don't know if we just throw it in the bin or what.
All right.
I feel like Declan's tried really hard, so I don't want to be too harsh.
Oh, really?
But
You're not. You would never be harsh.
this is me
will you?
holding back. So Declan, what was it that drew you to this?
Well, I saw the hazy and I'm like, that's a beer term.
Yeah.
And so the hops, that's a
Yeah.
beer term.
Yep.
So I'm like,
Three terms make a right, isn't?
Okay. Yes. Yes, I do like that.
Well, how about you need to stop talking. Just
Also-
open that
I'm
open
gonna
that cider
drink some
beer.
of this.
also, it's been like 2 years of this and we've been doing what you guys want for 2 years. I don't like beer.
This
But
is Declan's wedge to like,
you thought this
guys, let's
was
try
a
something new.
Yeah.
This isn't working.
I'm now backpedaling. I'm like, you guys, if it is a cider, which it
It
is,
is. It 100% is a cider. You know,
Uh,
on the slim chance that it's a cider.
on the slim chance that it's a cider,
Um,
it's about time
I
we got
can't-
something that I'd like.
that's one thing I didn't think about when
Was Declan's feelings
yeah,
and
well,
what Declan
no,
wants.
I never worry about that, but I can't hold the mic, and you know how you got to slightly tilt your glass.
I got you, Kaz.
That's way too tilted. It's gonna pour straight out. Oh, that is good stuff.
Should we fill the space?
Can you pass me your glass?
Is that all you want?
Well, I don't know. There's only one can. I don't
There's
wanna-
two.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah, fill her up, boys.
2 beers.
I love beer cider.
They're
Um,
beer ciders.
So, Declan, you were talking about the different terms that made you think that
says-
this was a beer. Can you just go through those for me again, just so I've
It
got
says
them fresh in my
fresh hops on here.
Yep. So,
So
fresh
that's-
hops. What else?
The
Do you-
hazy.
Do you just want to drink that can, Dick?
Yeah, right. The hazy. I'm just like, that's a beer term. Hazy's a
Mhm.
beer term.
Yep.
It is.
Because I've always thought when they say cider, they say cloudy.
I think Declan's. I think
You
he's
know
right.
what? Hey,
You can't argue. with
checkmate.
that.
So I was just like, cloudy is a cider term.
Yeah. Yep.
Hazy is a beer term. This
Now-
was pretty close to the beer section.
Yep.
Um,
Pretty close. So when you say pretty close,
Here's-
was
here-
it in with the beer?
here's the
or
bit-
was it in with the ciders?
here's the beer section. Here's the corner. Here's the.
And
So it's
he-
right next to it.
he's the other Bodlo.
Yep. And here's the
Here-
cider
here-
factory.
Here's the thing that said cider on top of it.
Yeah, it was a glowing neon light.
Mm.
What do you think? Actually, no, wait. Hold your comment. I want Declan to drink it.
Yeah, Declan, you
Big
drink it
swig of
and
that.
Tell us what you think it is.
Yeah, it's a beer.
Yeah, it's a beer.
It's
a
not
beer.
a beer.
It's a beer.
It's a beer.
I don't know how
so
they've done it.
Sweet.
It's only 2 beer terms, but somehow it's beer.
Actually, there's another drink that I'm gonna get. It's technically not a beer, but it's also technically not a cider. It's a mango drink, but it's in the beer section.
Hey,
Declan, this
as long
is-
as it's got hops and it's kind of hazy.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
in the beer section. So
That's all it takes to be a beer.
it's this lit. What this?
Boys, how am I going to market this? How am I going to spin this episode? Our passionate beer fans.
This is a life lesson.
This
I tried
Yeah.
and I stuffed up, but I'm still going forward.
Exactly, Declan.
Yeah.
And I feel like you are showing a great level of resilience. So something that I don't think I would be able to do in this situation.
Yep.
Yeah, no, we believe that.
Yeah.
But it's because it's a beer.
It's not a. I think Billy, you're being very polite.
I am just genuinely polite in general. That's
But
why I'm genuinely
what-
polite.
What do you think? It's not a beer.
It tastes like
I
cider.
also feel
It's
like
just a cider.
we've boxed ourselves in with content.
Don't start
Oh.
again.
I think we need to. Yeah, I think we need to branch out a little bit.
I
'Cause
really.
there was
I'm
also-
sick of you guys telling me that our beer podcast should be about stuff that's not beer.
Well, there was also this Jameson's whiskey that was done in an IPA keg. I could have grabbed that.
I
that
feel
would've
like
been cool.
That would be closer. that
All
would,
right,
that
well,
would legitimately.
Next time.
I reckon we should review the Dr Pepper creaming soda you had today.
Yeah, that's a beer.
Yeah, that's beer.
That's a
It's
beer.
got hops.
It's really not.
That's hazy. So guys, now we're randomly reviewing a cider now, which isn't a beer. So we're just rolling with the punches.
You said it was a beer.
I mean, a beer cider.
Yeah, beer cider.
Beer cider.
a cider with hops in it.
Yeah.
We're getting a live question.
What makes a beer a beer?
I believe it's hops, barley, or the sugar component, the
Yeast
yeast. Yep.
For-
and-
fermentation.
Yeah, and then it's the fermentation. Or do you mash it first, then ferment it? I can't remember.
We're not
You gotta mash
literally.
it-
We're not
you gotta-
literally making beer.
You got to mash it somewhere.
I need water.
And water. Yeah. I think that makes a beer.
Follow up. What's the difference between a beer and a cider?
I feel like
Different sugar content. I guess that
I
they
think
they.
Well,
blah, blah,
I would
blah.
guess that ciders get most of their sugar from the fruit component, the apples.
It's a good thing this is a beer, though.
Listener, what does that mean? Is this a beer or is this a cider?
I don't know.
You need to talk up.
I don't know, but that beer is made from malted barley, while cider is made from fermented apple juice. And I'm curious to hear what your beverage of choice here is made of.
Well, it does say 100% Australian apples.
It sounds like a cider.
But it's got hops.
It's got hops in it.
Yeah, boy.
I'm proud of Declan for standing up for himself.
Me too.
I'm out.
Thanks.
Thank you, listener.
Thank you, valued caller.
Well, this is just
From
like
the highway chopper.
this is like a real podcast now because they got that person that they yell over to.
Yeah.
Can you check that for us?
Yeah.
Look it up. Look it
Thank-
up.
Fact check.
We need a laptop person.
Do you mean a producer?
Yeah.
It'd be great.
That's what we're missing.
That's
producer.
That's all we
And
need.
right now we're missing a beer.
And yeah, and all we Declan's right. And all we're really missing is a beer.
Yeah. So I think we've narrowed it down. There's two things that would really take this podcast to the next level. First one is producer, somebody that can sort of run everything for us in the background. Which, to be honest, our valued listener that just called in does do a fair bit of that. But also a beer.
Do you know what's funny?
Declan, I would love it if you told me what's funny.
I grabbed an actual beer as well when I was there, but I was like, I'm so confident that this is a beer.
So you had the doubts. You
Well,
had
I
the
grabbed that
doubts.
one first.
You had the doubts because it was in the cider
I'm
section.
like, this looks cool. I'll grab this one.
Declan, it looks cool
I left
for a cider.
I left the other one at home. I bought it as well. I left it at home. I'm like, I didn't do any research. I went guns ho in this one. And yeah, so next time I'll have an actual beer. So you watch out for next time. There'll be less research done because I'll be less invested.
No, but Declan, I think you.
This is going to be one of my favorite episodes.
I really like. You put so much effort in, and sometimes it's better, like, to be spectacular in failure than bland in success.
I was also missing one photo, which was a photo of an imperial castle because it's got.
Imperial haze.
See, look, if you had that, I would have got it.
Yeah,
I think that was it.
that's
Boys,
that
boys,
was
There's
missing.
no added sugar, no added concentrate. It doesn't actually say on here what it's made of, but
Doesn't
Beer-
matter.
Beer
Boy-
stuff.
it's got hops and apples. Is the two things we know for sure.
Exactly, it's a
'Cause it
beer.
says on here, hops plus apples equals delicious.
Is it delicious, boys? Should we review the beer?
It's not a beer.
Yeah,
I
that's
just want to make that really clear.
Thank God it's not another beer.
Um,
I like it.
I like it too.
Yeah.
It's a nice change in pace to our usual beer-centric podcast.
It's not like any other beer we've had before.
And it's interesting because I'm not sure what order I'll put these out in, but we tried a
Put this one last.
we tried a sour not too many beers ago, and I remember saying after the episode, which is like, I'm sure you all think I'm lying now, but I remember saying after the episode that it tasted closer to a cider. And I really think, like, tasting this, it's not that different to what we drank before. And maybe that's because this has got that hoppiness. Because the hoppiness in this is super mild. Like, drinking it, you wouldn't even really say it tastes hoppy, would you?
I would,
It was more hoppy than that sour I think you're referencing, though.
but I'm
I do. It's something, when you're normally drinking a cider, it's just freaking sweetness, syrup.
Yeah.
There is a little hint of it, which makes it better for me.
It tastes like it's got, there's something about it. There's like a bit of backbone or something, and I feel like...
Speaking of backbone.
Yeah.
Got a bit of,
I don't-
bit of acid reflux.
One of the reasons I don't have a cider podcast is because it is not good for me.
True.
It annihilates my insides, and it's got so much sugar.
Sugar.
Do 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 do.
sugar, yum.
And with hops.
Yeah,
Makes it a
it's
beer.
a beer. It's a sugary beer.
Do we rate this beer, boys?
Yeah, we
I
rate
don't know.
this
So I
beer.
think we rated out of apples. So
Crates
if
of
you had
apples?
6 apples.
How many,
How many?
Hey, Will, how tall is a Smurf?
3 apples.
3 apples.
Maybe I'll send you the audio to edit this one.
What's the name of that loud? Tastes
so,
like a cider.
what? This?
The
or
apple.
Is there hops in this?
So,
Because then it's
Declan-
actually a beer apple.
It's a beer apple.
Declan, thank you.
So we're not going to rate it.
No, well, I think we can rate it. Do you guys want to give it a rating, boys?
Well,
Out of our 6-pack test?
No,
So-
we can't do the 6
Summersby's
pack.
Because
got-
I'd be like, this isn't a beer.
Summersby's 10 packs. you know.
Sure, let's do a 10-pack. If you were given a 10-pack of cans, how many do you think you would drink? Keeping in mind that this is 8%.
Yeah, they'll rock you.
It's pretty strong. 2.4 standard drinks in a can. So if you
Another
got
great reason to drink cider.
If you got a 10-pack of these, how do you reckon you could? Was this actually, Dick? Before you jump in, was this expensive?
I got 4 of them for $20.
Yeah, it's about the price of a cider.
It's not too bad.
I mean,
really.
it's cheaper
considering how strong it is.
Cheaper than your bougie ass beers. So
Yeah, I guess. Yeah. An 8% beer you're normally paying a fair bit more for, but
An 8% beer though, you can tell that it's alcoholic. This just tastes like apple juice.
I think it depends. Like in say the last strong stout we
The
had,
stout,
you couldn't taste
yeah.
the alcohol at all.
The roastiness completely covered it up. And anyway, I think
wait a minute, we're talking about beer.
Hey, this is an Apple podcast, and we only talk Apple things.
should have brought an apple pie as well.
Oh,
Mate,
Declan.
go get one.
So,
But before you go, can you rate this out of crates of apples?
I thought we were rating it
How
out
many?
of 10.
How many crates of apples would you trade for one of these?
2.
2 crates of apples.
Because I don't know the price of an apple, so
I don't know how many's in a crate.
I don't think I've ever bought an apple in my goddamn
I
life.
tell you what though, I wouldn't trade them at all because if I've got apple crates.
You
Oh
make-
wait, am I
make your
trading?
own,
Have I got?
you're the one that came up with the scenario.
And then I'd keep the wood and make some. Because everyone's getting into like pallet furniture.
Oh my god.
I could start making some pallet, like some crate furniture.
Billy,
It'd be
you're the
sweet.
one that wanted to rate this. Can you?
I'll give it a 0 pallet rating.
What? I'll drink 6 of these out of 10.
Out of 10.
Oh, sorry, I forgot you already
lit
had that
up.
out of 10. Yeah,
Um,
I'll drink 1 if we're doing a out of
Wow,
10.
Billy the beer guy doesn't like a apple beer.
Yeah, I know. Crazy,
Weird.
right?
Strange.
it's so funny. I'm gonna have to put the other episode first because so many of the conversations we had there just feed directly into this. Like we literally said on the other episode that if you added apples to a beer, it would just be a cider.
Yeah, I think you. And look, I think it's your fault too, Will, because we've got too much to do now. You've taken away our microphone stands, and we now have to think about holding microphones. Of
But
course,
you
we're gonna get blindsided while going to the
Another
bottle.
little tidbit in my defense. In my friend group, everyone drinks ciders. So when they say, let's get on the beers, they mean ciders. So
Okay.
beers and ciders, the same thing to me.
Get on the beers, get on the ciders.
Well, I think I would. Yeah, I'd give this a 1. I'm not a big cider guy. It's not bad. It's different. It's the best cider I've had this year.
New podcast. I'm the host. You guys are the guys that don't like ciders, and we try and find the best cider money that cider can buy.
You will probably burn like an acid hole in my stomach.
But maybe if we ever get that Patreon going, maybe we could do a once a month episode of cider. What's something?
Decky ciders.
Sincere ciders.
I like that. Or cider sisters, maybe.
That works.
Cider sisters.
Well, we dress up as like get a wig and stuff.
No, Declan,
damn
we
it.
don't need to do that.
Yeah. And
Sisters of the travelling cider.
That's
the sisters of the travelling cider.
Um,
Ew, cider would be so rank
just-
after a while.
Just stop. Okay, it's time to finish this. This has been a weird one, but it's been fun. Thank you very much for all your hard effort, Declan. It's much appreciated.
No problem.
Thanks. And if you liked this episode, we've got lots of other wacky episodes. You know, we say we're a beer podcast, but we do like other weird stuff too. We've got interviews. We've got a conspiracy episode. We've got fun stuff on there. So make sure you check it out. You can always send us an email at our email is beerbabiespod@gmail.com. Let us know what your favourite beer is, and we'll try it. But that's about it for today. We'll see you next time. Bye.
It's burped and I heard it in the mouth.
Bye.
See ya.
See ya.